We missed our date because of this pathetic loser. I just lost it. I flew forward and punched Derek right in the face. It was a total
That's what you get for disrespecting my sister.
I didn't even know how to ask the teacher if I could go to the bathroom. I just walked out of class silently and she started yelling at me.
How dare you go pee-pee in the toilet! Ladies and gentlemen, it's the return. The return of what, you may ask. Let me get a beat to let you know what is the return of. How's it going, friends? It's your boy RobertIDK. Yeah, back on another track to tell y'all that we doing something today. Hey, we're looking at a story. Don't worry, it's not gory. Okay. Anybody can watch. It's gonna be fun. My Story Animated.
You're done. You're done. Oh,
My Story Animated, people. It's been so long. It's been so long. I know a lot of you guys were thinking, Robert, when you gonna hit up the My Story Animated fam again? Look, they had 9 mil. My Story Animated, they're 9 mil. You gotta show them some love. And here's why I haven't done that. The last one did pretty bad. I love doing these videos and you love watching them, but the YouTube algorithm ain't loving it recently. Even though your boy has pumped out the classics. 2 mil, 1 mil, 1 mil, 1 mil. But it's hard. It's hard to put out videos like that. But we will proceed because what matters more than any of that is the fact that RobertIDK makes the best My Story Animated reactions on YouTube. It's just facts. All facts, no cap. Check out My Story Animated if you like this story. I will put their link in the description. They did all the hard work. I love them dearly. I'm just a dude saying silly things and screaming. I need to shower every 5 minutes. Listen, if I shower for more than 5 minutes, my skin is dry. I have sensitive skin. Wait, this person's mom is saying, shower every 5 minutes. Literally said no one ever. I feel like no one has ever said that sentence. Why on earth would that possibly make sense? I don't know. But hey, friends, we're about to find out. Strap in. It's your boy, RobertIDK, with My Story Animated. Like button if you want to see more of this. You know what it is. Let's go.
Hi, everyone. My name is Judah.
Hi,
and
Judah.
I live in Seoul, South Korea. I was only 4 years old when I learned that something was very wrong with my mom.
Huh?
Other kids always hug and kiss their parents. Why can't we do that, Mommy?
Ugh, don't call me that.
Don't call me that, you pathetic child. I only held you in my stomach for 9 months. How dare you call me mother? Yeah, something clearly is wrong with this mother.
Don't touch me. I'm wearing Chanel.
Chanel? Why did that sound so weird?
Chanel.
Anyways, this mom's crazy. Wearing Chanel. Yo, guess what? Your boy wearing Louis V. Come up and punch me in the face. I don't care. I don't care. Are my clothes gonna get ruined? Nah. Also, I don't condone you punching me in the face because I will act in self-defense. Please don't do that.
She didn't really want anything to do with me.
That's awful.
She used maids, butlers, and money
Poppy
to keep me away from her my whole life. At first, I thought something was wrong with me, but my cousin Hadi totally disagreed.
Judah, you're my best friend in the whole world.
Wow.
Because you are perfect. Your mom is just a witch.
I was
Wow.
so jealous. Hadi's parents were amazing. Even though they were really poor and lived all the way in America, they tried to visit every other year. They video called me
Heidi.
all the time, and I loved
Wonderful
them.
parents.
One day, Hadi called me with some amazing news. My dad's company just blew up overnight. We're
Bruh.
finally gonna be rich. That's amazing. What's more amazing is that I can afford tickets to see you. Ask that witch if I can stay over.
Yo, you better hope that her mom doesn't look over the shoulder and see that text. Ask the witch if I can stay over. Literally. Guys, no matter how mean a parent is or whatever, if you are asking to stay in their home, you can't disrespect them like that. You can't do that. Even if this mom is the worst person in the world, you can't say, ask that witch if she will have me in her home for a week. You can't do that. You gotta, if you know?
I went out to talk to Mom, but she was sitting there with some strange men.
Okay.
Judah, here you are. Come meet the boy I want you to date.
Boy, I want you to
He
date?
owns diamond mines. Diamonds! You can date him now and get married after college. No way! Have you gone insane? Don't you dare insult me in front of everyone. Don't you dare try to ruin my life.
What a crazy conversation to have in front of the people you're talking about. This is really weird.
Is right. You're a witch.
Ah!
Her guests laughed and she turned red. You
Who are these
ungrateful
psychopaths in
little-
her home?
Go to your room. I'm running away from home. Now that your parents are rich, can I live with you? If they say no, I'll hide you in my room. Get over here.
No, okay. I hope that's just a figure of speech because yeah, definitely don't do that. If your family's coming and visiting like every year, then they probably would love to take you away from your horrible, horrible mother.
I'll hide you in my room. Get over here. Thankfully, Aunt and Uncle loved the idea and welcomed me there with open arms.
Yay!
They didn't even tell my mom, and I could escape without any drama. I finally got away from my crazy mother.
You didn't have to tell your mom. So your mom cared that little about you. You left the home and your mom didn't think anything of it. She just went about her day without having her daughter in her home. No questions, nothing weird. Didn't even have to ask your mom. I find that a little bit hard to believe.
I finally got away from my crazy mother.
Woo!
And the best part, I was gonna live with my best friend.
Yay!
Hattie and I literally jumped and screamed the
Whoa!
entire first night. On my second night, reality hit me. I was in a new country. I didn't know the language. And I was gonna
True.
start at a new school.
True.
Yikes. What if everyone hates me? What if they think I look weird?
Aw.
They won't. I'll translate everything for you.
Literally totally depends on what state you're in. I feel like there's certain states that are bad people and will judge you for being Korean and not speaking English well. And there are other places where the people will be like, oh, you're so cool. I wish I was Korean. I love BTS. You know what I'm saying? I love Twice. I love Big Bang.
I look weird. They won't. I'll translate everything for you. And I'll do your hair and makeup. She did my makeup for practice, and it made me want to cry. She literally painted my face and used tape to pull my skin back. She
Heidi?
even put tape on my eyes so it
Heidi?
had a crease. See? All we need to do is dye your hair blonde, like me, and you'll fit right in.
You're trying to
Stop
make her not Korean? Yo, Heidi, yo, stop this. Listen, Heidi, you seemed like a great person until you tried to make your Korean cousin not Korean anymore. Fam, you can't do that. You can't do that. I don't know if you know how the world works, but that's something you can't do. So maybe chill on that. Maybe let the person have the black hair that they were born with. You know what I'm saying?
I had gotten away from mom to be myself and
Yeah.
love myself.
Yes.
I was gonna be fine in my own skin.
Yeah,
Turns
sorry,
out,
Heidi.
I was more than fine. I walked into school for my first day, and a boy stopped me in my tracks. Whoa, I've never seen any girl like you. You're
okay.
beautiful. He thinks you're pretty. Oh my God. Then the boy got down on one knee and asked me out on a date.
Got down on one knee and asked you out on a date. That's too much. Ladies and gentlemen, here's what we call that. It's a red flag. Don't go out on a date with someone who gets on one knee the moment they meet you, okay? Because they are a psychopath.
He's asking you out, but you just got here. You don't need to pick the first guy in line.
I agree.
We ran away before we screamed with excitement.
Woo!
I'd never been asked out like that before. The first day was already fun, but only because Hattie was by my side. Without her, everything was suddenly impossible. I didn't understand a word anyone was saying.
No.
One boy was trying to warn me about a spider on my shirt, and I didn't get it until it crawled on my face. Ugh!
That's
I
a
didn't
1 in a
even know how
million
to ask
chance.
the teacher if I could go to the bathroom. I just walked out of class silently, and she started yelling at me.
How dare you leave my class? How dare you go pee-pee in the toilet? Yo, teacher, chill. Everyone's gotta do it. Everyone's gotta do it at some point.
One day, Hattie was auditioning for the cheerleading squad, so I went with her for support.
Yay!
We were dancing together for practice when suddenly the cheer squad walked up to us.
Cheer squad?
Wow, you're an amazing dancer.
Who are you?
Hattie introduced me, and the girl asked me to join
I
the
did
cheer
20 years
squad.
of K-pop
But what about the
group
auditions?
training.
No need for those. We like Judah. Tell her to join us. Obviously, I turned them down right away.
Why?
I wasn't going to snatch Hattie's place.
Oh,
She pretended
yeah.
it didn't bother her, but I know that it did. At home, Aunt and Uncle were trying way too hard to be.
It is kind of bizarre that these two humans created a light blonde daughter. Unless Heidi is adopted, maybe. I mean, that would make a lot of sense. That would make a lot of sense. But yeah, Judah's looking exactly like her aunt.
And they kept buying me over-the-top gifts. Wow! Uncle even bought me a car. You gave Judah a car before me?
Yo, she is
We can
stoked.
get you a car too, sweetie. You should have thought of me first.
Uh-oh.
Heidi
Oh,
stormed
no.
away
Here we
and
go.
locked herself in her room.
Here we go.
I had to slip like 50 apology notes under her door to get her to come out. They just feel bad for me because of my terrible mom.
Yeah, they're making up for
Come on,
years
don't
of
be
a
upset.
horrible
She
upbringing.
came around and I thought things would get better until one day
She's
when
gonna be the
Derek,
villain of this
the
story.
cutest guy
Oh,
in
no.
school,
Oh,
walked
no.
up to us at lunch. Oh my God, I have such a huge crush on Derek.
Ew, blonde girl, get out of here. I think your look is so fly. Would you like to go out on a date? But I liked Derek, blah, blah, blah. Suddenly, we were sworn enemies. Yeah, I know where it's going. I know where it's going.
Have you told him that? I dropped major hints the last time we were in class. Maybe he's finally gonna ask me out.
No, we know exactly where it's coming.
Came
We
within
know
earshot.
exactly
then
what's
Derek
coming.
walked right past Hadi and stood in front of me. Wow, you're really cute. I've never seen you here before. Are you new? I had no idea what he said, but Hadi turned white as a ghost.
No.
Derek started saying more things I couldn't understand,
Oh,
and then he
no.
just patted my head and left.
Hey,
What
you didn't
was
get
that?
permission to do that. You didn't get permission to do that. Does anyone really walk up to someone and say, "Hey, you're really cute. I haven't seen you here before." Like that takes some bravery. I would never walk up to a person I don't know and say, "Hey, you're really cute. You new to the school? I'm Robert. I'm a YouTuber. 1 mil subs. Maybe check me out sometime. Do you want to go to the Russ concert this weekend?" I'm not gonna do that to someone I've never met before.
And then he just patted my head and left. What was that? He asked me out on a date.
Oh,
You?
quit
But
capping,
I
quit
feel like
capping.
he was talking to me. He was just being shy. He said he wants to
Oh
take
no,
me
Heidi.
out to
Oh
dinner.
no.
Oh,
This is when
wow,
Heidi becomes
that's
the villain.
amazing. I jumped, but Heidi didn't join me. In fact, she started acting so weird. She refused to sit with me at lunch anymore, and she started walking home from school alone.
Wow. All right, I don't know when the showering every 5 minutes is gonna come into play. So far, no idea. No idea.
In fact, she started acting so weird. She refused to sit with me at lunch anymore.
Come on, Heidi,
and she
don't
started
be a
walking
player
home
hater.
from school alone. When she went out for a date with Derek, she told some random girl at school all about it instead of me. I barged
Heidi.
into their conversation and pulled her away. What's wrong with you? Why are you
Yeah.
ignoring me? Why can't we have our separate lives?
Oh no, Heidi.
You're my best friend.
You're being fake,
I want to
Heidi.
be with you, so I can keep being your translator all the time.
Heidi!
I love you, but Judah, I need some space from you right now. Just be on your own. Fine. I don't need you either. Just watch me.
Yo, fam, this is what we call player hating. Heidi is being a player hater right now, and I don't like it. Hey, listen, I bet Judah wouldn't even have out of respect for Heidi, I bet Judah wouldn't even have gone on that date. You know what I'm saying? Judah probably would have respected and loved Heidi enough to not hurt her like that. And Heidi's just jumping to conclusions and being jelly. She's being a Jellosaurus Rex, and I ain't digging it. Also, Jellosaurus Rex, I literally just came up with that. That is copyright RobertIDK. If you hear anyone else say that, they stole it from me, and I deserve compensation. Thank you.
I don't need you either. Just watch me. I joined online classes for English and started taking a book of translations with
Yay.
me everywhere.
Yay.
I was gonna learn this language and yell at Hadi in English for being such a jerk. I got better fast. English wasn't as hard as it looked. I could even hold decent conversations on my own,
Good job,
and I
Judah.
made a few friends. We were in the cafeteria one day when Derek walked up to me. He had flowers in his hands,
Wow.
and his friend from the band was playing the flute. What? Judah, I know you didn't want to go out with me then, but I can't stop thinking about you. Will you give me a chance? What are you talking about? You wanted to go out with me? I asked you out that day, remember? Hadi said you didn't want to go, so she came on our date instead. She what? I
Oh,
stared at
no.
Hadi with my jaw
Oh,
loose.
no.
She was already in tears.
Heidi.
Okay, fine. Derek asked you out, not me. Happy? I was jealous, so I lied and I went to see him. Are you serious? You're such a freak. What's wrong with you?
Oh, that's not gonna make the situation
don't talk to
better.
her like that. We missed our date because of this pathetic loser.
Derek, okay, you better not go out on a date with Derek after she disrespected your cousin / adopted sis. This dude, you know, hey, Judah, you know what we call that? We call that a red flag. Derek, thank you for showing your true colors. Get this waste man out of here. Get this waste man out.
We missed our date because of this pathetic loser. Jeez, how desperate can you get? I just lost it. I flew forward and punched Derek right in the face. It was a total
That's what you get for
blur.
disrespecting my sister.
I was at the principal's office. Derek had an ice pack on his bleeding nose, and my aunt and uncle were getting screamed at. I got suspended.
It's Derek's fault.
Hottie and I had the biggest fight
Why?
ever at home.
She defended
I would
you.
never date someone you had a crush on. How could you be so mean to me over some stupid boy?
I agree.
It's not about the boy. Ever since you came here, you've just taken over.
Oh
My
no,
friends,
guys. This is the danger of jelly. The danger of the jelly. You gotta support your homies. If you suddenly get mad at your homie when your homie succeeds more than you, they were never your homie. Are you a true homie or are you not? If you wanna be a true homie, you gotta support the homies. You have to support all their successes. If you get jealous and no longer support the homie, then you aren't a homie. It's truly that simple. Support the homies.
since you came here, you've just taken over. My friends, the cheer squad, the guy I like, you're getting everything. Even my own parents like you better than me.
Aw,
Hottie,
that's-
don't say that. You're sisters.
Yeah.
We're cousins. I'm your daughter, but all you want to do is talk to Judah and buy her crazy presents when I never got treated that way. We're just trying to make up for past
Exactly.
mistakes. What
It's true.
mistakes?
She grew up horribly.
That was when my aunt told us her final
Oh, no.
secret.
Oh, no.
Hottie and I were non-identical twins. They were my parents. I sat there in shock while my aunt explained how poor they were when we were born and how they had to give me away to her rich sister. Why did you keep Hottie?
That's how that felt. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah, that mom never cared. That mom at the start never cared. She cared about her Chanel and her Gucci. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I did say very early on, Judah looks exactly like her aunt, right? Exactly like her aunt. I mean, this makes a lot of sense.
Why did you keep Hottie? Why not me? You were having a lot of medical issues
Oh,
as
no.
a baby. We couldn't manage the bills.
That's
I
sad.
thought my sister would take better care of you.
That's sad.
I see. I thought I had one mother who didn't want me. Turns out I had 3 parents, and none of them wanted
What?
me. Judah,
It's not like that.
I got up and ran to my room. I started packing my things through a haze of
Judah,
tears.
no.
Judah, no. Please.
You don't
leave.
understand, Judah.
I'm so sorry.
It's hard.
You abandoned me with a monster. You waited 17
Now she's gonna take
years to tell me
a
the
shower
truth.
every 5
Don't
minutes
pretend you care.
to get back.
I stormed out and didn't look back once.
Judah!
I was done trusting my family. My
No!
heart was broken. I sold the car Uncle gave me and used the
No!
money to rent an apartment. I got a job and focused on my studies.
Okay, that's
I
fair.
turned my heart to stone. So when Hottie
Judah,
tried to
no.
apologize
No.
to me 100 times, she always failed. I did miss her a lot, especially during the special moments of my life. When I got into the college of my choice, when I got my first
When she
job,
got engaged?
on the day of my wedding, I almost called her twice.
You got married and you
Hottie
didn't
had
even
become
tell.
a huge influencer with millions of followers. She was only a DM away, but I felt too guilty for not making up earlier. My husband and I went hiking in a national park for our honeymoon when suddenly a crazy storm hit us.
Man, a lot just happened real quick. I need to compose myself. Wow, so much just happened in like 10 seconds. Heidi became an influencer. Well, yeah, she's very selfish based on earlier in the story, and selfish people always make the most successful influencers. People who are obsessed with themselves, not the best influencers, probably the worst influencers, but the most successful. Because if you're obsessed with yourself, then you'll do what it takes to become famous. But you couldn't call her on your wedding day, Judah? Come on.
And I got separated from the hiking group. I shouted till I lost my voice, but no one heard me. I walked and walked until I realized I was just moving in circles.
No.
I'm not giving up. You can't have me, Forrest. I was lost in that
Wow.
jungle for 3 days
This is
and 3
what-
nights.
where did all
I
this
hid
come
in
from?
caves when it rained,
Hidden
and I only
caves?
survived because of the water and food in my backpack. On the third night, I was about to go to sleep
When
and
a
I suddenly
bear
heard people
became my
shouting
best
my
friend.
name. Thank God! I raced out of my cave to see hundreds of people
What
walking in the
on
forest
earth?
with torches, and the person who was running towards me, screaming her head off, was Hadi. No,
She made a viral video about how her cousin was missing. Really? Is that really what happened? That's very, very bizarre. Now, why on earth do you need to shower every 5 minutes? We're 11 minutes in here. I don't understand the shower thing. Let me guess. You're so traumatized from your time in the cave that you feel like you'll never be clean, so you gotta shower every 5 minutes.
I found you. I found you. Hadi and I hugged each other so hard we fell to the ground.
You're already on the ground.
I'm so happy you're okay. Oh, thank God. How are you here? Who else was gonna find you? My followers work way faster than the police.
What
I burst
on
into tears
earth?
and
Yo,
hugged me.
guys, I am hereby letting you know right now, I am never going to recruit you guys to find a missing cousin of mine. I'm never going to put some real stuff like that on you guys. I'm never gonna, never gonna do that. Kind of weird, but hey, you found her, so very cool.
I burst into tears and hugged my sister tight. Hadi, I don't know what I would have done without you. I'm so sorry. Don't you dare say sorry to me. You were the one who got left with that witch. I was all you
True.
had, and I was so terrible to
True.
you. Just forget everything that's happened before this. Today, you saved my life, and I'll love you forever for it. I love you too. Oh, I've missed you so much. Just then, Mom saw me, and she broke down crying. Judah, you're safe. I thought I had lost you forever. I'm so sorry, Judah. I'm sorry I gave you away, my baby girl. I just thought I couldn't take care of you.
Now take a
I loved
shower
you
every
too
5
much,
minutes.
and if something happened to you just because I couldn't afford the medical care, I would have. You
That's
did
fair.
your best, Mom.
That's fair. That's
I know
fair.
you did.
That's fair.
Didn't you just say Mom? Yes, Mom. Oh my God. My mom hugged me again, and Dad joined in seconds later. We cried and laughed together, and my family was finally whole.
The showering literally never came up at any point. That didn't come up at any point in the story. Never became relevant. Wow, My Story Animated. That had nothing to do with the title and thumbnail. Okay, well, regardless, good story, I guess. What did we learn? Be nice to your family. And if a boy likes your sister more than you, yo, that's just the reality. You gotta accept that. You gotta accept that. That's life. Not many of you guys saw the previous My Story Animated video. If you missed it, here it is. Check it out. Otherwise, here is the full playlist of all of the animated story reactions we have done. If you've missed one, go check it out. It's in this playlist. I love y'all. Have a great day. Peace out. Woo! How dare you go pee-pee in the toilet?